out there.
Well, from a fielding perspective, the first job is to get to the ball as quickly as possible. The next job is to get it clean in the hands. But while he's running between the wickets, the outfielder often just looks up a little bit and then, and the fumble is more than enough for him to get through for two.
Irie wants two again here, but McMullen says no. There's a giggle, not just between these two sides. It's going around social media as El Clasico, but between these two men, Irie and Neesham. Remember, when Irie dismissed him in the group stages, out came the somersault. And I can promise you, I'm not going to call Jimmy Neesham an elephant, but he's not forgotten that. As we heard from Paris Katkar, thanks to all our sponsors, including Ultraviolet, that's the F77. Imagined at the intersection of design and technology. Really beautiful bike. I was on the back of one of those this morning. Only way to get here when the traffic's as heavy as it is. Just wonder what might happen if Neesham somehow got Dipendra out here. Bowled him. It's just clipped the bail. It's not Irie, it's not the one he wanted, but it's another big one as Brandon McMullen gets to double figures for the umpteenth time in this tournament and gets out.
Just a length with a little bit of zip, maybe a touch movement back into the right-hander. McMullen's looking to go downtown. And Neesham has one. That's a very big wicket at a critical stage in the match. Because if this man had batted through, well, 200 is definitely on the cards. He goes for 14. Maybe, just maybe, the Bolts are scrapping back. 149 for 4.
Watch NPL on the go on NCEL app, unlimited YouTube and other NPL packs. Download NCEL app now or dial *123*9#.
Curiosity dark, you निकालना easy. Surf Excel Easy Wash इसको 10 हाथ को शक्ति से इस्तो जिससे जिद्दी दाग निकालना बचा. Surf Excel Easy Wash.
To Arjun Gartry. Scotty Kugelheim might have had a laundry error. He's ended up with the wrong shirt in his back. In he comes, promoted up the order, ahead of Isham Pandey. Thought they might have gone left hand, right hand, particularly with Raj Banshi having one left. Instead, they've gone for power. Because it's two right-handers, Raj Banshi will now be called upon to bowl his fourth and final. Amazing to think of his bowling figures as the 150 comes up against the carnage of the rest of them, HT.
Yeah, 1 for 9. A single bringing up the 150. I am a little bit surprised about Ishpande not coming in here. Forget the left hand, well, not forget the left hand, right hand combination. It's a very good point. But the fact that Dipendra Singh Irie at the beginning of his innings relies heavily on the wickets right.
Gets off the mark immediately. This was a good piece of bowling for Jimmy Neesham. Final ball of the previous over. Just the one bail it kissed.
Hard length. Hard length. Sometimes the old test length is still the best. Not all the time though, because you could disappear over mid-wicket. But on that occasion, perfect.
shot you don't see too often from Dipender Singh Iree, purely because of where the fielders are. I've no doubt that Iree wants three. He's almost willing Kuggelein to come with him, and he does just about get there. As Shermala holds his arm after the throw.
It's a shot that can be utilised just to manipulate the field to the way you want it to be set as a batter. So you played a little lap. Now what inevitably happens is they can bring the deep square leg finer, or they move someone across from the offside into their position at short 45, and it just opens up another scoring area for you.
Good check of the stroke from Kuggelein because he didn't get there. Yeah, I spoke to Scott Kuggelein about one of the more controversial aspects or incidents that we've seen in the tournament when Ishan Pandey was retired. He actually said he felt really bad about it. And then he watched back the coverage and he said, I know you and HD were spraying me to the heavens and I deserved it because I don't know whether it was the right thing to do. They asked me to go in and have a wind and then I just couldn't get a hold of one. Ended up, I think, with 3 or 4 or something like that. That was Ishan Pandey being retired out.
Well, I'd certainly never blame Scott Kuggelein for going in. He didn't grab the coach by the scruff of the neck and say, send me in. Right. When he came down the wicket the last time, Tiraj Bansi, I actually think he just cramped himself a little bit for room. He wants a little bit of freedom to be able to swing those arms through the ball. This is a big delivery here.
Oh, quite beautifully bowled. The tournament's leading wicket taker for a reason has finished maybe his best 4-over set of the tournament. 1 for 15 for him. It's 156 for 4.
DHI happier home. Today sahi.